Now imagine if Nazi zombies and Enter the Gungeon had made passionate intercourse and the product of that game was Sleep Tight. Sleep Tight is a twin-stick, horde-like shooter where you play as a child armed with nothing but weapons and regular defensive pillow forts as your arsenal in order to take down monsters at every given point of the nighttime. There are two stages of the game. There are nighttime and daytime. Night is pretty much where you go ahead and defend yourself with nothing but pillow forts and arms, weapons, and turrets and crazy stuff like that, along with a huge perk system that you can choose in order to upgrade your weapons and abilities. Because, forgot to mention, there's 12 different characters in this game, all of which are very hard to get to. And I'll make sure to get to that later. But like I was saying, nighttime is pretty much where you go balls to the wall. You go ahead and murder as many monsters as you can to try to keep yourself alive. And daytime is pretty much where you can just stick everything together, put everything, repair everything, get your turrets all set up, get ammo, get health back, and all that good stuff. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, very Nazi zombie-like in the sense that your main goal is to stay alive through waves. Waves are exchangeable between day and nighttime. So, you know, only new waves are at night. No waves during daytime. Daytime's your chillax period. Now, these kids don't sleep, by the way. Now, obviously, with that said, each wave gets progressively harder with more monsters, different kinds of monsters, monsters that will literally two-shot your stupid pillow force and take down every single pillow that you decided to put up. And turret. Take down every turret right when you're one wave away from unlocking the next character. But like I said, yes, the waves get progressively harder. And as a person who spent several hours playing this game, because it is very addicting, the waves get progressively harder, and every time you die you just want to go back and try again, but you are constantly harmed with that feeling of like, damn, I gotta start from scratch now. I had such a good fort, but it's all gone. But now it's like you gotta rebuild, you gotta start from the ground up. And you know, it's just that game, that amount of you know, okay, now you lost and you have to restart from the beginning in order to just get back to the point where you were previously, you know, just get a higher score is what gives it that replayability. Now, like I said before, this is a twin stick shooter, very, very, very Enter the Gungeon type, you know, play style, and, you know, just control feel. The feel of the controller is very Enter the Gungeon-like, is what I'm trying to say. It essentially does have the same controllers, which are very, very simple, very, very straightforward. It's nothing too bad at all. You just have left stick to move, right stick to aim, and then ZR in order to shoot. Now, with all that boring jargon out of the way and the explanation of the game, I'm gonna go ahead and go through all of my thoughts that I was having while playing this game, and, you know, things that I liked about it, things that I didn't like about it. Now, this isn't a perfect game by any means. The developers, I think, We Are Fuzzy are the developers. They're not too big of a company, so there are going to be some drawbacks to this game, that being an indie title and all that. You can't expect any, like, AAA title level of, you know, game, but it is a fun game. It's a fun game, to say the least. It's, first off, let me just go ahead and say this now, it is super, and I mean super addictive. There is constant frustration in the terms, and like every time you lose, but that constant frustration just makes you want to go ahead and try again. And now, another thing that I love about this game is the fact there are 12 different characters. 12 different characters. You start off with just one. In order to unlock the other ones, you have to complete challenges, and these challenges are not easy. Like, one of the challenges is super easy, where you get the second character, who is kind of like the same thing as the first character, but she starts off with a different weapon and has different attributes than the first character. Like, each character is very unique in the sense of the way they play. You might have a character that specializes mostly on buying new guns and having those new guns be the way that he takes down monsters. You might have a character who's really good at building and, you know, protecting yourself and making a fortress with surrounded by turrets might be the way that you win the game. Like, each character has different ways that they do play. And that's what I love about this game. There's no right way to play it. Your main purpose and main goal is to not die. But that's what I find fantastic. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of these characters are accompanied by very hard challenges in order to go ahead and acquire the characters. Now, some of the challenges may be simple, like beat 10 waves. Some of the challenges may be hard, like go 8 waves without shooting a single bullet, like things like that, things of that nature. Now, some of the challenges you will get by accident. Like I think one of the challenges, just kill 10,000 monsters total in your whole lifetime. So I mean, obviously, if you play this game more than a couple hours, then you'll probably end up getting that. But now these challenges are hard. I played for about 2 hours without getting a single extra character. Eventually I was able to get some more characters, so that wasn't too bad. I was eventually able to do it. Like, but it's not easy, but that just increases the replayability, which is what I think is fun. Now, the graphics of this game is phenomenal. Like, the graphics are really good for an indie title. It's like, it's not what you'd expect. So usually indie titles come, you know, pixelated and pretty basic graphics, which are fine, but this art style is just really nice. It looks very Monsters Inc-y. Like, definitely, especially with the Cyclops monsters. It's like a Mark Wazowski. Now, along with that, it plays super well. I did not experience lag, even with, like, I had 7 turrets around me. 7 whole turrets, all shooting at the same time. The game didn't lag once. Very, very, very well made in terms of how it plays and the playability of the game. So it's overall just a great time. But there are some drawbacks to this game. Some of the drawbacks I will talk about. There's no story mode, but that's not even that serious. I'm okay with the game not having story mode. But the thing that is kind of a problem that would have been great is this game has no online multiplayer at all. So if you're the kind of person that was really excited to, you know, call up your friend, kill some monster hordes on a Saturday afternoon for 40 hours like I used to do with Nazi zombies, then you're not going to find that with this game. That's super disappointing because honestly it would have been fantastic. Now, who knows whether there's going to be DLC that's added onto this game later. I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows, but if they can add online multiplayer to this game, it will actually be fantastic because there's nothing more fun than having that whole, like, experience with the other people. Again, it's very, very high edge, very, very nerve-wracking. The fact that multiple monsters just constantly chasing you, and you have to just play around, you know, where they're gonna randomly spawn. There are even instances where all 5 spawned at once when I was level 1 and ran at me all at the same time, and I was literally stuck in the middle of 4 monsters without any single option to you know, escape other than trying to shoot my way out. But overall, like I said, it's a nice game. I mean, the price tag ain't that high for it. I mean, what is like 20 or 25 bucks in the eShops? I definitely recommend it. If you want something to kill time, you're definitely going to be spending a lot of time playing this game because like I said, it has that replayability with the fact that there are so many different characters that all play very differently. And, you know, the characters to get, period, are super hard. So you're going to have that whole challenge. I think one of the characters, like, you have to survive 100 waves. Like, my dude, I couldn't even survive 24. Like, but you want me to survive 100? Well, that's just my overall thoughts of the game. If you guys like these review kinds of videos, I mean, I guess I should give it a rating. I rate this game 8 out of 10. A solid 8 out of 10, just because literally everything is perfect except the online multiplayer. Even the music is fantastic. It's nothing too fancy, nothing like Octopath Traveler level of music, which is nice and catchy. It does a good job of making you know when the wave is about to end by the music being consistent, the wave timing being pretty consistent overall. And along with that, there is also stereo. Like, you will hear when a monster is hitting the, you know, your pillow fort to the right left of you, or, you know, the right, I just said right left, to the back left, or to the forward right of you, etc, etc. But like I said, solid 8 out of 10. I mean, if you got the money to go ahead and buy an eShop game, it's a pretty good game. I'd definitely say the least. The no online multiplayer definitely does hurt it a little bit for me. Like, that would stop it from being a 9 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. Because it's honestly, if it had the online multiplayer, I would literally never stop playing. That would be it for me. Because then I could get a whole bunch of my friends to play it. You know, what friends, Kevin? You know, the ones in here. I can get all my friends from in here to play it with me. But with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy this review type video. I plan on doing more review videos later on in the future, so stick around for that. With that said, I'm Ovation. Hope that you did enjoy. Make sure to check out my current season of the channel, which is Infinite Fusion Pokemon Randomized Nuzlocke. There's a lot of things added on to that game right now. And along with that, also check out all of my other reviews that will have in the future. This is my first one, so I guess hopefully this wasn't trash. But with that said, I'm Ovation. Peace out. Sub.